prior to going out on this trip with my good buddy who was driving, for some reason, I just put on my seatbelt. I literally have never worn a seatbelt, maybe in my life. And even when that little buzzer goes on, I absolutely hate it. I put the seatbelt behind me. That's not a lie. Anyone that knows me knows that's exactly what I do. But for some reason, during this trip, I put my seatbelt on, even when we were on the road. To this day, I don't really understand why I did it. But what was really cool is I was actually doing a video. I was in the passenger seat here, of us trying to get up this hill. So let's watch and see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Oh, my windshield wiper fluid's coming out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Were you guys able to count to see how many times we rolled? Rolled four times. Rolled 4 times. And then when we finished, we were completely upside down. I was in the passenger seat. Right? And so this is me 5 minutes after we rolled 4 times down a hill in what absolutely should have killed us both. That's me. That's right. And then when we got it right side up, you could really see what happened to what should have happened to the person that was sitting in the passenger seat. The roof just completely caved in. And remember, I'm 6'4". That should have been my head. Right? So for some reason, God intervened and said, George, it's just not your time. Okay, well, let's think about what happened after this divine intervention, if you want to look at it that way. So I went and started a TV show in Medellin. Most of you know that backstory. That was in 2019. It's called Vida en Remodelación. And it was like one of these HG TV shows. But from that, I started a YouTube channel. I had all these editors, and we got done with season 1. We had all these talented people. So I'm like, well, geez, I'm just going to put them to work, and I might as well start a YouTube channel. So we did that. And for some reason, it became rather popular. To this day, I really can't figure out why. And then from the YouTube channel, I started a podcast. And that became very popular to the point where several times in the last few months, it's been in the top 50 of business and investing in the entire United States. That Rebel Capitalist Show podcast that I have. Then I started the second YouTube channel to really push back against the mandates. Remember, that was back in 2021. And then, as most of you know, after 3 or 4 months of doing that channel, I think really making a difference in the world, talking about how ridiculous all these government policies were, what did they do to the channel? They took it down. No strikes, no warnings, no nothing. They just took it down. That means you're over the target. So fortunately, Joe Rogan was nice enough to retweet it, and as soon as Joe Rogan retweeted it, they put us right back on YouTube. And then I was able to build a network. I was able to create relationships. That's why all these speakers are here today. It's because I was able to establish relationships with these amazing, incredible people. And if I would have been taken out, if I would not have survived, if I would not have made it back there on that hill in Ecuador, none of you would be here. None of you. I had countless people come up to me last night, which I sincerely appreciate, and say, George, you've had a huge impact on my life. You've made my life better. I've got to give credit to all the people that helped me. I've got to give credit to God first and foremost. But none of that would have happened if I would not have been saved that day in Ecuador. So what does God want you to do? First and foremost, you've got to understand that you are here for a reason, and you've got to make use of it. You've got to take action. You've got to realize that things happen for you. They don't necessarily happen to you.